Beautiful rising, people. Beautiful rising to the beautiful souls. Got a lot going on over here, but want to make a video on what I'm learning from my children and a lot of funny moments that have been going on. So I welcomed two twin boys into my family. Uh, when I say teen no sleep is a thing, I'm just glad. I'm just glad their mother is. I try. I'm as supportive as I can, and I'm glad that like she actually genuinely cares about me because I was working a lot. So I was hoping when I could, but of course I still needed to get some rest. So she was allowing me to still get rest, and my family was good. So shout outs to her. Want to make that early shout out. Extremely thankful. It's probably the first time she's ever heard me say it out of my mouth. Um, but of course, it's a different situation now. So you see how people react to certain things, and then you like you see a bunch of videos on how other people react in certain situations, and you like, I'm glad I got you. Like I might be a lot of things. I might be mad, I might be butthurt, or I might feel some type of way about something, and not like you some days and like you some. But you, I'm glad I got you. Like over them, over whatever that is over there, all that chaos. Bless you, bless you. But yeah, so it's been dealing with a lot. But man, I didn't know having kids would. They're a lot of work, but it's fun work when you don't have an attitude to try to start an argument or try to prove a point at every given moment while you're raising your kids. Like if you and the mother can come together and really like talk some stuff out and bring it as a as a unison front, as a single front to the kids. What I mean, you doing them a very big you know what I'm saying, you're doing. I'm trying to figure out what word I'm trying to use, but I'm trying to stay calm and quiet. I got one sleeping, and as soon as I put him to sleep, his brother woke up. So he's over here calm, and I'm just trying to keep him calm. So, of course, when you go live, I can't have the TV on. I don't need to get I don't want my videos to have any demonetization issues. Demonetization issues. Because I want to play TV in my background. But yeah. Um, man. So yeah, been dealing with the twins. Some quick annoying things that happen with them. Oh my goodness. The spitting out of the pacifier, acting like they want it, spitting it out. Like this fool's making noise. That's what I'm saying. I think he wants me to talk to him. I think that's what his mother says when he be. I'd be like, you little ape. Like, what do you want? And apparently that's how he tries to talk. So, um, bless you. Bless you. But yeah, so um, shout out to all the mothers of one child, two children, singles, doubles, triples. Wow, I understand the help that's needed. I understand the help that's needed. If 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 somebody doesn't get it, please don't start an argument with them. Please don't get into a debate with them on something that they just do not understand because they never experienced it. Dealing with one is a monster. You know, like uh, the kitty naps, the spitting of the pacifier. Sometimes they don't hold down their food. You feed them a bottle, they spit up the whole bottle. The clothes, the diapers. I'm talking about with I have two over here, so it's like the blowouts are crazy. So I get about one blowout a day each. And then on top of that, about maybe 6 diapers each. So just think about that. That's like 12 diapers a day, 12 to 14 a day, easily. Um, Double everything. You know what I mean? Like they say, don't get double swings because you don't know which one is gonna like the swing. Understand that they are different. They are different. They fall asleep in different ways. They wake up in different ways. Of course, their cries are different. Mine are fraternal. So apparently, I had mine the healthiest way that you can have twins. Right? They each had their own placenta, which I got in the freezer. Um, Probably gonna grow some plants with that, you know, when we move into our house. But it's just a lot. It's a lot. I didn't see it coming. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I would have been cool with one. You know what I mean? All right, cool. One. But then when I heard two, I ain't gonna lie, I cried like a freaking baby. Ooh, I cried. Apparently, I have like, uh, if my family happens to see this, y'all can correct me. But like anywhere between 5 to 7 sets of twins between both sides of my family. About 2 or 3 on my grandma's side, on my mama's side, and about 3 to 4 on my father's side, on his mother's side. So, as far as I know, their mom didn't have any twins in the family. She tried to think about it because they were like, well, it doesn't come from the man. We can say that, but clearly, if I'm saying I have the twins in my side of the family, I would only think, you know, and that was just off a quick ask. But of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of families can go through their history, um, their family tree, and find out that they had a set of twins or two. I'm pretty sure every family can. I'm not saying every single family, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of families that can that don't know. Um, so I just had no idea. I should have asked more questions. But the beautiful thing is the support that I had without um, broadcasting it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like learning how to keep my mouth shut about some stuff uh, that I deem is like really important to me, and for their protection and you know, spiritually and emotionally. But I feel like I've been doing pretty good, and that's what I'm saying. It was a lot of stuff that I was still working on. But in the midst of them growing, I felt like I was getting myself together. I really, you know, honest statement is I don't feel like it was the right time for them, but you know, it is what it is, and that's what I'm just like. Now I can, now I can, uh, now I can put the baby maker machine on lockdown like forever. Like I don't. Now I'm looking at it like, cool, 4. But that's what I'm saying. Like majority of the time, like you just want to make sure that you have the money for your family. So that's, if I'm being honest, that's probably why I was shedding tears, because I was trying to make sure that I had the funds, and I was stacking it up. You know what I mean? I was getting to it. I was putting it away, but then you find out like, oh, two, like, and that's what I'm just like, the 4-year-old and the 12-year-old already leave lights on all throughout the house. So it's already a lot of work just to deal with them and cutting stuff off and keeping stuff clean. And so you already know you need the space. But that's why I'm just like, I've been having so many ideas, and it's like, when you realize the smart people have what they need set before they create the family, you know what I mean? That's that discipline. No, we're not ready for this. No, we're not ready for this. And there's a lot of situations where, um, speaking to the men now, that us men, we don't necessarily have control over the entire situation. You never do. Once you put your seed in a woman, you no longer have control. Let's just put it that way. Um, so then whatever happens after that, you just kind of gotta, roll with the punches. And that's how it is sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. Um, I do think, maybe depending on the situation, therapy and some other things might be needed, just so, and some cleansing, some mental cleansing, some spiritual cleansing, because for me, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how everybody else is, right? For me, I want my family to be stable. Um, I'm not interested in creating broken homes. So it's just like, so then when women make a decision, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you realize some women make the decision knowing that they're gonna be a single mother, and some women make the decision thinking they can change a man's mind, like, just those two alone, like, there's probably 25,000 other ones, but like those two, like, when you realize that, it's like you move differently, and then you don't put the ball in her court. You don't make it so that she's the one that has to make a decision, um, that's going to also alter your life. You know what I mean? Um, that's just something for the young folks, or the folks that haven't heard it before. I probably needed to hear it. Um, but good thing that I like children. I don't have an issue with them. I just don't like to be stressed, um, uh, while dealing with them. Dealing with kids itself is not the stressful part. It's normally, um, something else that's triggered. It's something else that triggers men to really hate being around their kids, or hate not wanting their kids. And what I notice is generally linked around money. You know what I mean? It's usually linked around their stability and their finances, or their relationship with their family. So it's just like, um, in my sense, how I've been looking at things, like, I've been very stable. I might still seem standoffish, but I feel like I've been extremely, like, stable. So the help that I've been getting, it's been tremendous. Like, you know, um, it was a situation that happened in my family that, didn't turn out to be what it was. So then, um, all the baby stuff ended up getting sent to me. And, I'm thankful for it, because you know how fast diapers go. I have cloth diapers and all of that. They couldn't even fit them because they were born kind of early. So I'm just getting shipped stuff. I'm going to pick it up, big boxes of diapers, big boxes of this, big boxes of that. And I'm excited, because I'm just like, all right, cool. This is money I get to save. I ain't got to spend it yet. But, it's only for a short period of time. So, do realize that these kids, they do cost a pretty penny. And, I say it in a couple other my videos, and I'll probably tag them below. But, like, understanding the cost of a child, you know what I mean? And then making sure that you eliminate um, the the BS out of your life, as far as the things that you really don't, the things that you spend money on that you really don't need to spend. You'll be at an extremely better place. That's why I decided to stop smoking in 2024, and focus on some other things with my energy and with my money, because it wasn't even a lot, but I realized that, um, even $30 every 2 weeks in a stock can do 100 times more than me blowing it, just for a temporary, mental getaway, because I have a lot of stuff to focus on. And that's not to say I use it and I abuse it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've gotten to the point where, um, I'm still extremely productive. You know what I mean? And I do it after I do something productive. But that wasn't the point. The point was, I want to start putting money towards some other stuff. And I felt like mentally that'd be a good way to train my mind into um, eliminating that dopamine hit that I would get from um, smoking, and do it in kind of like a business way, and try to try to level up my mind. So like some beautiful stuff like my 13, like no, she's not 13 yet, she's 12, but my 12-year-old, oh man, I did not understand, like, men that have daughters, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll realize why they so calm because I said this in a video before. You'll realize that, like, girl dads, they're so calm because of how, this is just my opinion, but because of how little control they have. Like, this is pretty much not just girls. I would say this is like preteens, boys and girls, because I remember how I was acting. So it's like they be going through stuff, and I'll link another good video that I did. It's on my other channel, but I was talking about peer pressure. I did not realize how strong peer pressure was still to this day for kids. Because, like, kids, that's what I'm saying. Like, kids, they want to have friends. Kids, they don't want to be alone. Kids, like, of course, like, even as an, like, even like an adult. And so when you realize that some of these things start off young, it's like, okay, what are the what are the overlining factors that are going on in this situation that's making my daughter feel like insecure or this or that? And it's like, you'll realize, like I have, I said eventually I was gonna have to talk about this, but one of my daughters is brown, and my other daughter is just light skinned. She looks more like her mom, right? So it's like I'm telling my daughter, like, if I gotta deal with colorism between you and her, we fighting, we putting on the gloves on my mama, because I don't do colorism. I remember in my early videos I said, um, like I was expressing myself like my old self, like how I grew up, or what I was interested in. And it seems like in high school at the time I was interested in more light skin, you know what I mean? I was more going so by the lyrics of music. I didn't have a problem with brown skinned girls, you know what I mean? I just paid more attention to the light brights that was paying attention to me, I guess, in a sense. You know what I mean? If they was paying me attention, I was paying them attention. So that's just kind of how I viewed it. But that's what I'm telling my daughter. I'm just like, a lot of these girls, like, your mama knows how to do hair. She's gonna keep your hair low. Like, so if you having an issue trying to figure out, like, you know how girls get to all my parents out there, um, who likes me? Do they think I'm pretty? Oh, I'm ugly. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of that stuff actually, it plays a role in the kid, and I never realized it. So then it's like when you go back and you think about how you used to act in middle school or elementary school, like, kids was mean to me in elementary school. Like, I was the one getting called ugly. I was getting called dark. I was the one getting called burnt. Like, you know what I mean? I was trying to be the nice kid because I was a new kid. I was trying to make friends. So then middle school, like, okay, now I get some some to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, my skin is a little tougher. So now I'm being an a-hole. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not letting people take advantage of me, but at the same time, like, I'm noticing the energy is different. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even me thinking now, I remember when my energy changed as a kid to where girls were like looking at me funny. Hey Jay, that stuff. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So then as a little kid, like, you feel like you get a little, you over here just a humming, man. But can I at least get it in? Look, I was only gonna do 25 minutes. I was only gonna do 25 minutes. That's it. I was only doing 25 minutes. Is it already time for you to eat? I guess it's getting there. I'll go warm up your bottle. Okay. I'll go warm it up, player. I said okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come back with a part two, just so they don't start getting overly fussy and whatnot. But oop, the other one is starting to open his eyes. But yeah, so it's like I know I'm all over the place, but I've been waiting to get on just to talk. You know what I mean? Just to chop it up. Like I might for the ones that are members. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm really making these videos for y'all because I have and putting it behind a paywall. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to talk to y'all more, but I'm not interested in souls that don't really want to rock with me. And I've been doing this for a while, so it's just like I know the ones that really want to rock with me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna stick to that. Like no big deal. Um, but like, um, let's go into some other stuff. Wow. Oop. Okay, I'm gonna get up and make your bottle. Okay, let's get up and make his bottle. We can keep chopping it up. So before he goes crazy. Okay, that's warming up. Let me come back over here to him. So yeah, like I feel like I've been doing pretty good though. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that I'm learning about the kids that's teaching me something about myself every single day. I'm realizing how much structure is actually needed to keep your family afloat, and it's nothing to play about. Like that's why I say I commend the families that actually stick together, because like it's a battlefield, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like once your kid becomes a teen and they dealing with stuff that you know what I mean, that they don't want to talk to you about, or they think you don't understand, and it's like, bro, like I was a kid. Like there's nothing to like. There's literally like some of the millennials, y'all get it. It's nothing that some of us went through that we're not. That's what I'm saying. And we're okay with talking about it. So I would think that it's a lot more young ladies that are talking to their daughters about the predatory situations and how to protect yourself, or or what to stay away from. And but no, that's what I'm saying. What I've been seeing is a lot of generations of women that still, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not here to judge, but it's just like I have daughters too, and it's just like I want them to find a good man. You know what I mean? I don't want them to feel used. I don't want, you know what I mean? Understanding that men need women and women need men. I'm not interested in my daughter trying to figure out how to date 10 niggas at one time. That's why I'm not interested in doing it. That's why I made the decision not to deal with nobody else, or um, shit. I'm saying, if I wanted to wait until my kids get grown to really truly, you know, wanna um, go do something with myself. Like I'm okay with buckering down and just making sure the kids is good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to figure out where my happiness is too, and I'm gonna speak on that too. But right now, understanding that my kids, like this is their vital time and they need it. Um, that's important to me. You know, that's important. All my kids say they can remember when I don't say all my kids remember when I was helping them out with something as early as whatever, as early as their earliest years, and that's all I care about. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that my dad missed, not because he wanted to miss it, but because of the situations that he put himself in. I don't blame him for that anymore. I did when I was younger, but then when I became an adult and I became a father, it's like, nah, you was doing what you need to do, and you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this world is evil. Like, we don't really talk about, like, we talk about it, but it's like I keep my mouth shut, like, because I understand the energy of it now. So That's why I'm just like, I've been just focusing on my little growth and working on myself. And hey, it's getting warmed up. It's getting warmed up, you monkey. It's warm enough. And you woke your brother up. You woke your brother up. You fussy monkey. Big chaos. And yes, I'm by myself right now. Mommy's a little busy. She took the other brats with her, so they won't be bugging me. So then I just gotta deal with Mr. Fussy 1 and Mr. Fussy 2 by myself. And as you can hear, when I put him down, he be good when I'm holding him. Trust, he be good as heck when I'm holding him. When I put his butt down, you like World War V, bro. Like, okay, I'm just getting your food. Relax. Relax, bro. What I gotta go through. Bro, okay. Chill out. Here. Okay, that's one down. Ooh, I need a massage. Y'all be killing my vibe. Killing my vibes. Killing my vibes. Ooh, killing my vibes. What you looking at? Killing my vibes. You hungry too? Killing my vibes. But yeah, what was we talking about? Oh man. My 4-year-old. There's so much more time that I want to spend with her, and I'm realizing like this is another shout out to the mothers. Shout out to the moms that learn how to allocate time to what child, to what need, and do it effortlessly, right? Um, Cause when your kids start to, get in school, it's really crazy how it's like how much time you actually need to put into them to make sure that they're ready for school, and how many kids are actually at school and not ready for school. Like, there was a visual example of what I'm trying to say that I saw inside of a classroom, right? And it was like these kids, they're able to talk now, right? And I didn't see I saw this at the school I worked at, but I did not see this at, um, I did not see this at my daughter's school, right? So it just depends on what the teacher really, really, really wants to focus on. They don't have to focus on everything, but then you notice what's important to the teacher. You know what I mean? Every teacher is different. Um, what I saw was a chart of the kids, like it said, did you ask your parents to read you a book? And the question was like yes or no. Did you read? How many days did you read? And every day they'll ask their students did the parents read them a book. And like judging by the name, judging by the names, I was able to, I peeped that the names that had the most stars, what I mean, they might have been of somewhat Asian descent, if you can hear me. Um, I'll repeat that. But I noticed just, from observation, I was just like, one kid had like 20 stars. One kid had like 15 stars. It was like it was only like three kids with more than 15 stars. All the rest of the kids had less than 5 stars. I'm sorry, Pop. You need a diaper change anyway. I'll change it after. Um, oh my goodness. Okay, you got chores. Here, hold this a little bit. Hold this for me. Help your dad out. Hold that. Down here. Right there. Hold it for me. I gotta check your brother real quick. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Um, but yeah, so it's just like what I noticed is I want to put a lot more time into her, and now she has brothers. Honestly, that doesn't really mean anything to me. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm still going. That's what I'm saying. I still understand what I have to do to make sure that I have time. And I just be reading to all of them, so no big deal. Uh, I just make sure they all bathed. You know, make sure they all bathed. Make sure that they get their bottle, and I can read them 2 to 3 nighttime stories, and the brothers will be out same around the same time that they sister be out. So I could be mad, but then I think about it. I'm just like, okay, so my baby is starting what? She's starting kindergarten next year. Um, so in what? In 4 years, she'll only be in what, the fourth grade. So then, about time the brothers are ready to start school, they'll spend some time together. She won't be too far removed from her brothers, which is pretty interesting, depending on, you know, how I want to look at it. Uh, you know what I mean? When the middle school to high school, because I'm just like, the only reason why I'll have more kids is to see what I can do with them. Not to be selfish. I'm not interested in having more kids. I'm not selfish, right? Uh, so I want to make sure that they have a really, really, really good home. But it's like, I don't know if this is like a power trip, but like the control that you have when you're actually stable in your child's life, and how you can get things done. It's just so beautiful, and it's just so dope. Like, look at this. He's holding it now. He decides when he wants to hold it. So does his brother. But I'm just excited because I don't really care what sport they play. I love training, so it's just like basketball is just one of the sports that I actually really enjoy. Like I enjoy throwing a football too. I just was allergic to grass, so I never played football. So it's just like, so I just want to make sure my kids have. I have as much time with my kids. I saw a nice little clip, and it was, I forgot, was it Jordan? I forgot his name. Um, I forgot his name. Jordan Peterson, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, was making a point. I might be wrong, but he was saying like you you really, like, as parents, you really have the first 12 years to be impressionable to your kids. Like they say the first stage is up to like 5, you know what I mean? So it's just like, but if you miss, if let's say as a father you miss those years, or like for the first 4 years, you can still make it up between ages 5 to like 10. You can make it up, right? So that's why they tell fathers don't give up. A lot of men be feeling like they, you know what I mean, like my child gonna hate me, or they don't care, or they too busy thinking about the mother of their child or children, that they don't think about the child. When that child gets old enough, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, like they're gonna have words for you eventually. They're gonna have words for you eventually. Matter of fact, we gotta. I wrote it down somewhere. We gotta get into Lil Boozy, because that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of these dudes I don't respect, and it's because of how they treating their children, right? Like, and he's one of those that I feel like is on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, all the gangster stuff I don't really fuck with, but then on top of that, the way that he talked to his child, like, I'm just like, bro, like, that's your seed, you for real? You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking like he was broke, but then he speak on all these situations like he got money, but then he talking about taking a car away from his child. And you know what I'm saying? From what I saw, the car wasn't even paid for. Like, or it was something crazy, but the fact is that he was talking disrespectfully to his child for no reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of, it's a lot of us, not us. I can't include myself because I'm not that immature. It's a lot of souls that are extremely immature, and they claim to be parents, and they claim to be good fathers, but let their kids speak for them, and then we get a different story. You know what I mean? Um, T.I.'s son is not a good example. What is it, King? He is not a good example. Uh, both immature, both immature. Ti say some real humble stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like he talks to his child, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's some kids that they just like, no, no, like, cause they really feel like the world should be revolving around them, and then when they realize it don't, that's what I'm saying. It crushes a lot of kids. That's why I try to tell my child, like, the world does not revolve around you, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt you. Your feelings gonna be hurt, cause ain't nobody gonna care. uh, But yeah, you still holding your own bottle? Yo, you keep dropping it. Your brother almost done. I already changed his diaper though. I can't. Okay, so while he's getting this little bit in, let's see how much I gave you before you start screaming at me. Okay, you had an ounce. Let's see if we can get a merp. You about to be mad at me. I already know. Good job. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, Papa. That's all. Not if you keep falling back, though. Okay. That's all I needed. You know, that's 1 ounce. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. We gonna get through this, and you gonna down the whole thing. You feel me? Your brother already almost done. So yeah, this is my first time going live, and it's not even a live, but it's a live. Um, but yeah, quite a unique experience with every single child. Everyone is different. Um, I have no idea what my 4 year old is gonna want to get into, so I can't wait for her to at least turn 5, so I could just drop her in everything. And then the beautiful thing is now I have So I had a baby brother, and that's what I'm saying. The funny term is like he was my guinea pig. So it's just like so with sports, like my brother, he was the one I literally tried everything on. As far as like training, mindset, and stuff like that, and I feel like I did really well. So the crazy thing is now he wants to give back to his sister, right? To our baby sister, and she's a beast. 7th grade, playing her 2nd year in middle school. She made the team as a 6th grader her 6th grade year, and got hefty playing time. So I know the coach is excited to get her back and to see what new tool she added to her toolkit. So it's like I'm that's that as you can see real fast. That's where my passion is, right? Like um, so leaving from it kind of hurt, but it was just like I was overwhelmed by all the parenting, if I could be honest. And I was probably waiting a really long time to come out with a video about that because I left abruptly. I do plan on going back, but the way I left, I know when I come back, I need to be able to. Um, there's no explaining what I did, but um, maybe, maybe maybe a testimony would help others understand the thought process and where I was mentally. And when you realize as a man that sometimes, like, you can't hold on, you just don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? There's you could put a lot of excuses to it, but that's what I'm saying. When you understand, like, nah, like, I messed up. This is what I did, but I'm not making excuses. But this is where I was mentally. This is why I caved. It's okay, and that's what I'm saying. Like at that time, like I was talking to my coach, and like explaining to him what was going on. But that's what I'm saying. When you realize other people can't even really save you from your situation, you still got to save yourself. It was things that I had to do. So then I can't respect the way that I did it. I could have did it in a better way, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you realize you already gonna pay for that, that's why I'm just like. The funny thing is, spiritually, that's what I'm saying. This channel is called Let Your Soul Speak. Spiritually, I feel like I know what I did wrong. Like at the very moment that I did it wrong, that led me to feeling overly overwhelmed at that moment instead of staying grounded. There was a couple of things that I had let up on. So then it's like I try really hard not to think of my babies as a consequence. Like I said, I actually love kids, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just being overwhelmed by the parenting part of it when you don't have the assistance. And I do. So when I get frustrated, it's like my frustration is because what? You know what I mean? So I laugh at myself. Understand this, I have to laugh at myself a lot. I have to laugh at myself because when the things that you realize you get mad at, it don't really be that serious because the situation could be worse with somebody that don't really care about you, right? And what I mean by that is in my specific situation, I'm not about to complain about their mother going to make money while I have to sit at home with the boys when a majority of the time she's with the boys and I'm getting work done. Does that make sense? A lot of people would be mad. That's why I say I have to laugh at myself and check myself because that is my ego. Like that is a part of me that I'm trying to restructure to where it's not hurting my family. Because I do realize as a man, we could be putting our foot down and it that's not what we're supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot more listening and comprehension is needed in a lot of these situations when it comes to families, and we don't be doing it that way because we only want to see it one way. And I understand like not speaking. As I'm saying, I heard somebody say this one time. They was just like they don't believe in astrology. All they like, but they understand. Like they say like, oh, you speaking that energy on yourself. That's why you act like that. I don't act like anything. I act like myself. I just have characteristics that I realize that are detrimental to the growth of myself and my family, and those are the things that I work on. So yeah, I guess I stopped saying I'm a this, I'm a that. You know, I thought of it as a You know what I mean? It's just like wait when you were born. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a badge of honor. But I can understand what they meant when they said that. So understood. You know what I'm saying? I could stop doing that. Um, I was supposed to be taking down my hair. My gosh, y'all was not supposed to wake up. But yeah, so this is what I do with kitty naps. They'll wake up. Was it every 3 or 4 hours? They're hungry to eat something. Um, just lovely, just lovely. They'll be full of energy. That's what I'm saying. They growing. Every doctor's appointment. One of them wasn't growing at the rate that he should have, and that's this one right here that actually needs his medicine. Um, but it was you know what I mean it was pretty much the same thing that Serafina had when she was a baby. Um, it was hard for them to keep their food down. So when we fed them, we would have to burp them every couple ounces. So sometimes I burp him every 1 ounce, then I'll give him 2 ounces and see how he does. Sometimes he doesn't burp for me or it takes him a while. He has to fuss a little bit first. You about to be Mr. Fussy Man? Just burp for me then. Burp. Burp. Burp from me. Burp from me. You drink a lot. You drink a lot, Papa. You got a burp. Your brother over there chilling. He nice and fat. You gonna give me one? Like that. No. But yeah, I guess that was long enough. I was only supposed to be on here like 25 minutes. But yeah, I'll check y'all later. Much love. I'm out. Oop, look, got a bird. Hey.